Hey everyone, it is me, LivingDeadGal. This is my first time ever using Facecam, so I know this is a little bit different than what we're used to on this channel. I'm super nervous to do this, but it's something I've been wanting to push myself to do for a really long time for a number of reasons, but mainly because I think that it'll help me connect with you guys just, a little bit more, and also, in my Let's Plays, kind of connecting with the storytelling element a little bit more because as you guys probably know, I like to talk and I ramble. I just think it'll make a little bit more sense for there to be a face with some of the narrative. I might not do this all the time, but it's something I'm trying out. The reason that I decided to do this today and to make this video is that I wanted to give you guys an update as to why the content has been super inconsistent on the channel lately. And I know I have the community tab and I think some of you see it, some of you don't, but I figured a video might be a little bit better versus like just a really long written community post, but I'll try to keep this one short. I'm really sorry that Let's Plays have been so inconsistent lately. I know it's been particularly long for Crybaby Whims and for Not So Berry. All of them, it's kind of been inconsistent and all over the place, whereas before I was really doing a pretty consistent weekly schedule of one episode of each series a week. And I know that when you're invested in a Let's Play or you're trying to get into a Let's Play, it can be really frustrating to get into the characters when the uploads are so inconsistent like that. So I just want to apologize that I haven't been uploading weekly episodes and that, it's been taking so long in between each episode. And I'll kind of explain to you guys why that happened in just a few minutes, but I did want to let you know that new episodes of all series, so Runaway Teen Wolf, Not So Berry, Crybaby Whims, and Whimsy, of course, will all be returning at a regular weekly schedule starting Sunday, October 16th. So I know that's a week in between, but I will kind of cover what will happen then. But I just wanted to let you know you'll be getting, one episode of each series every week going forward, and we're going to stick with that sort of consistency in schedule. So this next week will be a little bit lighter on content, but I'm still going to do a few videos just because it's spooky season and I'm really, really excited about that. Spooky season, like Halloween, is my favorite time of year. I love horror, all things Halloween. So I have a couple of fun videos that I'd like to do for that, a couple cast videos. Oh, also Townie makeovers will be coming back to the channel on a more regular basis as well. But after this week, we'll get back to that regular schedule that I was doing several months ago and when I first started my channel. So just to give you all a explanation as to why there's been such a lull in the content, it was the result of two things really. So the first being that when the high school years pack came out, I was like super, super excited for it. I mean, I loved werewolves. I was like dying of excitement for that pack and I had so much fun with it when I first played it. Like, it was amazing. It's one of my favorite game packs ever released for the game. But I kind of had very, very high expectations after that, and with the trailer for High School Years and all the features and the base game update, and then it broke the game. And then to be completely honest, when I was playing with it for Not So Berry, I was really, really excited to use it for storytelling purposes and to really just have like more interaction and socialization for my Sims. And I couldn't really get into the gameplay. I felt that I had to do a lot more of my own imagination and narrative for that than I thought I would, which is fine. I mean, it's a sandbox game. I like doing that and I'm totally okay with that. But, with werewolves, so much cool stuff happened that sparked story ideas, whereas with High School Years, it's a little lackluster for me. Not to just, I don't want to complain about the game, but that kind of put me in like a little bit of I was a little bit bummed out about the game. And then when I had so many issues with all of my saves and they were just like, everything was broken, everything was a mess, I had to keep updating my mods folder and doing the 50/50, and I was playing with minimal mods, but then I was having so many issues with just little things. And then I realized how many small mods that I used just to make the gameplay a little bit easier, a little bit better. It's one thing when you're playing on your own, but when you're trying to record for a Let's Play and you can't get all your Sims to sit down and eat dinner at the table together, it's a little frustrating. So I got a little burnt out on the game, and then literally about, I don't know, two or 3 days after that, after the pack release and everything was kind of broken, I ended up finding out through my job that we were having layoffs and they were affecting the entire company. They were definitely going to hit the department that I work on. And we found out, but we weren't it wasn't actually going to happen for another like month. It was about a month to 6 weeks. So that was a really long period of time to wait to see if I still had my livelihood, to see if I was still going to have an income to support myself and my lifestyle, and to kind of figure out, you know, what am I going to do? Should I look for something else? You know, it was scary and it was stressful, and I don't want to harp on it too much because I was really, really lucky. When we did have the layoffs, I was able to keep my position, but it was a very rough period of time, and I don't like to talk about this stuff too much and like overshare, but I have struggled with anxiety issues for a good portion of my life. And so for me, this waiting period of seeing, you know, am I gonna still have an income? Am I still gonna have a job? What am I gonna do? And this sort of uncertainty, it kind of like left me really uneasy. Even when I did find out that I was able to keep my job, it was hard to see that other people weren't so lucky. It really just kind of had a lasting impact. And I don't want to like whine about it or complain, because I am one of the lucky ones. There are much worse things, and I know that. So I'm really grateful that I got to keep my job. I'm really happy that I had my job. I really like my job, but it was hard. It kind of made me get into like a little bit of a slump lately, and I was just kind of burnt out on life a little bit, and it made me realize there were some things I wanted to do to change, for both my mental health and for my physical health as well. So I took some time to make some changes in my life and kind of get back on track with things, and unfortunately that didn't leave me with much time to record. But now I'm in a good place, and I have a routine and I have a schedule in place for myself, and I'm ready to get back to posting my content and sharing my sim stories, because it makes me happy and it fuels my creativity. So that said, I'm sorry to just like pour my heart out to you and dump all this out, but I did want to kind of explain it. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you. I did also just want to say thank you to all of you who have supported and continue to support my channel and me. It's a super small channel, and we just recently hit 3K subscribers right when I was kind of going through all of this, so it was just really, really exciting to see that milestone. I mean, it might be small, but it's really, really exciting for me to see that, and it made me even more anxious to get back to recording. So I'm back. Everything's kind of going to be back to normal. We'll have a little bit of content this coming week that's a little bit more random, spooky related, some CC related stuff. The following week, the 16th, we'll be back on schedule for normal Let's Plays, and I'll still kind of, you know, stay much in the townie makeovers and Cass CC style videos as well, you know, just like what I've been doing. So we'll still continue to have all of the same type of content. But thank you guys again. I really do appreciate all of you, and don't worry, I won't be doing tons of videos like this in the future. I just wanted to take a minute to kind of explain and apologize for those of you who have been patiently waiting. I appreciate it so much, and I can't wait to share more sim stories, you know, more of the stories of all the characters you guys know on October 16th. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye!